Good day, everyone, and welcome to a critical update on the evolving trade landscape in North America. Today is Thursday, March 6th, 2025 at 11:33 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we are breaking down a major development. President Donald Trump has paused tariffs on Mexico until April 2nd, 2025, according to CNBC News on March 6, 2025. Trump announced this decision after a phone call with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum, granting a one-month reprieve for goods compliant with the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement free trade deal. This pause, confirmed via Truth Social, delays the 25% tariffs on non-energy goods and 10% on energy resources that hit Mexico and Canada on March 4, 2025. The United States and Mexico share a trade relationship worth $1 trillion annually, with Mexico exporting $475 billion in goods to the United States in 2023, according to the United States Department of Commerce. Trump tariffs, enacted via executive order on February 1, 2025, and implemented March 4th, aim to address illegal immigration and fentanyl trafficking, according to the White House fact sheet on March 4, 2025. However, this sudden pause covering everything from avocados to automobiles shifts the dynamic after just 2 days of tariff pressure. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick hinted at this broader exemption on CNBC News, saying, "My expectation is the president will come to the agreement today that United States-Mexico-Canada agreement-compliant goods will not have a tariff for the next month until April 2nd. This is not a full retreat. Tariffs loom April 2nd, tied to reciprocal trade goals, per Lutnick's statement. Mexico gains breathing room, but Canada, still under tariff weight, watches closely. According to Statistics Canada, in 2023, Canada sends 76% of its $557 billion exports to the United States. Tariffs cost $69 billion by 2028, per the British Columbia Ministry of Finance in January 2025. The United States, with a $26.9 trillion gross domestic product, per the International Monetary Fund in 2024, flexes muscle, but Mexico $2 trillion economy, ranked 15th globally, per the same source, holds leverage too. With data from named outlets like Reuters, the Tax Foundation, and more, we will unpack why Trump paused, how Mexico benefits, what it means for the United States and Canada, and where this trade war heads next. This delay is not peace, it is strategy. Let us dive in. Let us begin with why Trump paused tariffs on Mexico until April 2nd, because this move reveals both pressure and pragmatism. According to CNBC News on March 6, 2025, Trump announced on Truth Social, "After speaking with President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico, I have agreed that Mexico will not be required to pay tariffs on anything that falls under the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement free trade deal. This agreement is until April 2nd. This follows a 25% tariff on non-energy goods and 10% on energy resources hitting Mexico and Canada on March 4th, per the White House fact sheet after a February 1st executive order tied to border security and fentanyl, per the same source. The pause is not random. According to Reuters on March 5, 2025, the big three automakers General Motors, Ford, and Stellantis lobbied for a 30-day auto tariff reprieve, granted March 5, citing United States-Mexico-Canada agreement compliance. Mexico exports $45 billion in agricultural goods and $100 billion in vehicles yearly, per the United States Department of Agriculture and S&P Global Mobility in 2023. Tariffs risked chaos. Each vehicle part crosses borders 5 times, adding $3,000 per $40,000 truck, per the Brookings Institution in February 2025. United States firms pushed back, and Trump listened. Sheinbaum sealed it. According to CBS News on March 6, 2025, Trump praised her, saying, "I did this as an accommodation and out of respect for President Sheinbaum." Their talk over 30 minutes per Sheinbaum press conference on March 6th, per CNN Politics focused on fentanyl and guns. Mexico pledged 10,000 National Guard troops to its northern border, per the New York Post on February 3, 2025, a gesture Trump called hard work on Truth Social. This aligns with his February 1st order, per the White House, demanding border action. Industry cheered. According to Supply Chain Dive on March 6, 2025, the pause covers most United States-Mexico-Canada agreement goods 90% of Mexico $475 billion exports, per Sheinbaum on CNN Politics. Wall Street rebounded. The Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 554 points to 43,061 on March 5th after the auto reprieve, per CNBC News, though it dipped 2% March 6th, per Axios, showing uncertainty lingers. United States consumers' $71,067 median income, per the Tax Foundation in 2025 avoid a $1,200 yearly hit, per the Peterson Institute for International Economics in February 2025. For now, Canada contrast is stark. No pause came after Trudeau call on March 4th. Per NBC News on February 3, 2025, Trump slammed him on Truth Social, saying, "Canada efforts to stop fentanyl are not good enough. Canada $557 billion exports 76% to the United States. Per statistics, Canada face $69 billion losses by 2028, per the British Columbia Ministry of Finance." Trump flexibility with Mexico, not Canada, shows leverage. Mexico bends, Canada resists. This is strategy, not surrender. According to Yahoo Finance on March 6, 2025, April 2nd marks reciprocal tariffs 25% on all partners, per Lutnick on CNBC News. Trump buys time. Mexico proves border commitment. United States firms adjust. Tariffs could return, but for now, Mexico breathes. Now, let us explore Mexico advantage, because this pause is a lifeline. Mexico $2 trillion gross domestic product, 15th globally. Per the International Monetary Fund, in 2024 exports $475 billion to the United States yearly. Per the United States Department of Commerce in 2023, tariffs 25% on goods. 10% on energy threaten a 5% export drop by 2027, per TD Economics in October 2024, or $23 billion annually. The April 2nd delay, per Trump Truth Social post on March 6, 2025, spares 90% of this, per Sheinbaum on CNN Politics. Jobs stay alive. Mexico auto sector $100 billion yearly, per S&P Global Mobility in 2023 employs 900,000. Per the Mexican Automotive Industry Association, in 2024, tariffs could cut 200,000 jobs, per the Tax Foundation in March 2025. The pause saves them. Agriculture $45 billion, per the United States Department of Agriculture feeds United States tables avocados, tomatoes, tequila. A 25% hit adds $11 billion in costs. Per our calculation, $475 million monthly stays in Mexico pockets now. Border action pays off. Sheinbaum 10,000 National Guard pledge, per the New York Post on February 3, 2025. Echoes 8,700 troops sent in 2021, per CBC News on February 3, 2025. According to AP News on February 3, 2025. She pushed United States gun trafficking curbs. 80% of Mexico cartel weapons are United States sourced, per the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives in 2023. Trump nod. Thank you to President Sheinbaum for your hard work. Per Truth Social buys goodwill. Mexico pivots too. Trade with Asia $50 billion in 2023, per the World Bank, could hit $75 billion by 2030, per the Fraser Institute in 2024, if United States tariffs resume. Europe $40 billion, per the same source, grows with the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. The peso, down 5% since February, per the Council on Foreign Relations in February 2025, stabilizes. Exporters gain a month to hedge. United States pressure eases. Tariffs cost United States consumers $1,200 yearly, per the Peterson Institute, and firms like Ford $3 billion Tennessee plant, per Ford in 2024, avoids supply chain chaos. Mexico 73% gross domestic product trade reliance, per the World Bank in 2023, gets a breather. April 2nd looms, but $475 million monthly stays safe now, per our estimate. For the United States, this pause mixes gains and risks. The United States, $26.9 trillion gross domestic product world leader, per the International Monetary Fund, in 2024 imports $475 billion from Mexico yearly. Per the United States Department of Commerce in 2023, tariffs 25% on goods promise $1.3 trillion over a decade. Per the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget in January 2025, but the April 2nd delay, per CNBC News on March 6, 2025, slows that. Consumers win short-term. A $1,200 yearly cost $71,067 median income stretched, per the Tax Foundation in 2025 pauses, per the Peterson Institute. Groceries $45 billion Mexico imports, per the United States Department of Agriculture, stay affordable. Avocados avoid a 25% hike, or $11 billion yearly, per our calculation. Autos minus $100 billion, per S&P Global Mobility. Dodge $3,000 truck spikes, per Brookings. Firms adjust. General Motors, Ford, Stellantis 250,000 United States jobs, per the Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2024, gain a month to shift Mexico supply chains, per Reuters on March 5, 2025. United States exports $652 billion to Canada and Mexico. Per the United States Department of Commerce in 2023, face Mexico retaliation $30 billion immediate, per Sheinbaum on CNN Politics, but the pause delays that. Risks linger. Inflation 2.9% in 2024, per the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, could rise 0.4 points, per economist Gregory Dacko on PBS News in February 2025. If tariffs hit April 2nd, jobs 344,000 at risk, per the Tax Foundation, stay safe now, but uncertainty rattles. The Dow Jones Industrial Average down 2% March 6th, per Axios shows jitters. Tariff revenue shrinks $540 million yearly from Mexico electricity alone, per our prior estimate. Stalls. Canada gap widens. No pause for Canada, $557 billion exports, per Statistics Canada, costs $69 billion by 2028, per the British Columbia Ministry of Finance. United States leverage grows, Mexico bends, Canada resists, but April 2nd reciprocal tariffs loom, per Lutnick on CNBC News. Canada watches Mexico pause with envy because it is left out. Canada $2.14 trillion gross domestic product, ninth globally, per the International Monetary Fund in 2024, sends $557 billion to the United States yearly. Per Statistics Canada in 2023 to 76% of exports. Trump tariffs 25% on goods, 10% on energy hit March 4th, per the White House, costing $69 billion by 2028, per the British Columbia Ministry of Finance. No reprieve came. Trudeau call with Trump on March 4th, per NBC News on February 3, 2025, ended somewhat friendly, per Trump on Truth Social. But Canada efforts $1.3 billion border plan, per the same source, fell short. Trump jabbed. Justin Trudeau is using the tariff problem to run again, per Truth Social on March 6th, despite Trudeau January resignation intent, per CNN Politics. Economic pain bites. Canada Auto exports $57 billion, per S&P Global Mobility face $14 billion losses yearly, per TD Economics in October 2024. Plants could shut in a week, per our prior analysis. Energy $87 billion, per the United States Energy Information Administration, in 2023 takes a 10% hit, or $8 billion annually. Ontario 25% electricity surcharge to the United States, per CBC News on March 6, 2025, adds $175 million yearly retaliation Trump ignores. Canada pivots. Asia-Pacific trades $66 billion, per Global Affairs Canada in 2023 aims for $100 billion by 2030, per the Fraser Institute. Europe $92 billion target, $150 billion, per the Canadian Chamber of Commerce in November 2024, but a week of tariffs $96 million in auto parts, per S&P Global Mobility cannot wait. Canada's 67% gross domestic product trade reliance, per the World Bank in 2023, bleeds Mexico pause mocks Canada struggle. What lies ahead? Trump pause until April 2nd, per CNBC News on March 6, 2025, sets a deadline. United States reciprocal tariffs 25% on all partners loom, per Lutnick on CNBC News, aiming for $1.3 trillion, per the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. Mexico 10,000 troops, per the New York Post, must curb fentanyl. United States overdose deaths hit 107,000 in 2023. Per the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or tariffs return, Mexico adapts. Trade diversification $50 billion to Asia, $40 billion to Europe, per the World Bank in 2023 could hit $115 billion by 2030, per the Fraser Institute. United States pressure $1,200 consumer costs, per the Peterson Institute pauses, but April 2nd risks 0.4% inflation, per EY on PBS News. Canada's $69 billion lost $557 billion exports pushes $250 billion new trade, per the Canadian Chamber of Commerce. United States gambles. Jobs 344,000 at stake, per the Tax Foundation survive now, but uncertainty cuts investment, per the Federal Reserve in 2020. Trump wins short-term Mexico bends, Canada hurts but long-term costs loom. This pause is a chess move. April 2nd decides the game. In closing, Trump pause on Mexico tariffs until April 2nd, 2025 is a strategic delay, not a truce. Announced March 6th on Truth Social, per CNBC News, it spares Mexico $475 billion exports 90% United States-Mexico-Canada agreement goods. Per Sheinbaum on CNN Politics costing the United States $1,200 consumer hits, per the Peterson Institute, for now. Mexico gains $175 million electricity surcharges offset $23 billion losses, per TD Economics, while Canada bleeds $69 billion by 2028, per the British Columbia Ministry of Finance. United States leverage grows $1.3 trillion. Tariff haul looms April 2nd, per the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, but risks 344,000 jobs, per the Tax Foundation. Ford told CNN, "We have to do this." Trump agrees strategy rules.